Hi guys, welcome back. This is the second video of this collection series and part 2 of ArrayList. So in previous video we have completed a few things related to like ArrayList, basic like characteristic, like what is a insertion order and duplicity, like is it allowed to insert a duplicate elements, what is a load factor and current capacity and all, right? So now if you watch that first video, then one question came in a picture, why we are using this, like we have array for doing a similar thing, right? For indexing a particular, for storing a value index wise, we have our array, so why we are doing this, right? So let me first differentiate both the things like array and array list here. So if it goes for array, if you are declaring or initialize that, right? If you are declaring your array, after that you are putting an element. So if you declare your array, you will give that specific value like integer 10 or 5, whatever number you have given there. So what you thought, like if you insert a element there, like 11th element, if you are declaring with 10th, right? So is it allow you to insert your element there? No, right? Because it will throw a index out of bound exception, right? It will, because it is not growable in nature, right? And at the time of declaration only you have to decide like whatever the size you want to give to your array, right? It's not like growable in nature, right? So when you want to go with that array, you have to mention a size. This is a one disadvantage. There are many disadvantages, but I want to be correlate with array list and array, so you can have this thing in your mind when you are using that array list. Okay, so without waste any time, let's move forward, and the today's agenda of this video is we're gonna complete each and every method. I will code in front of you, and the similar method I will give to you to practice. Okay, if you have any question, just comment down, I'm happy to answer. Okay, and the second thing we're gonna complete is that type of construction, first thing, and second method, and third thing like a lot of interview questions, theoretical and coding based, and we will complete this this array list today. Okay, so let's see, without waste any time, I will take you to this array list, and let me create a class here. Okay, and I will create a class test. And how many type of constructor do we have in this array list? We have three type of constructor. How I know this? Let me show you. Like I will make this generic, and I will say array list 1, right? So if you say array list here, you can see here, right? Array list without any argument, right? And array list, this is expecting your collection object, and this one is your initial capacity. So let's see one by one like what is all doing. This is a like basic one we are using every time, right? So let me copy this, so it will say our time. Now paste here, and what it does here, it will allow you to give a capacity, like initial capacity here. What is the initial capacity here? In this case our initial capacity or current capacity is 10, right? But in this case our current capacity is 20, right? Now the third one is, it is expecting your collection object, right? So suppose I want to add some element in second, and the same as whatever the element I will add, I want to be make one array list as same as a second, right? So let me do this, and you will understand in good manner after that. So let me add 10 here. Okay, and after that I will add 12, after that I will 14. Okay, yeah, and I will rename this, showing error, that's why. Okay, now so let me do one thing, you will get an idea. Say so. Okay, al2, and same for goes to al3, and both are same. Let's see, right? So these are the three constructor available in an array list. Why I have introduced here, because all the time when we are working with this array list, it is necessary to know the constructor and all, right? Yeah, so now move to the methods. So I have arranged all these method here on the basis of some requirement. Okay, like whatever the requirement here, like here I want to add something, sorry, here like this is a requirement where we are adding something. Okay, and here the requirement we are removing something, and here the requirement we are indexing, like getting an object based on the index. So I don't have at the like chunk of methods at the same time. I have like categorized according to some requirement, because when you watch it you will have some idea like why we are using all these methods. Okay, so let's start using this and we will see each and every method. Okay, and we will use it, and some of the method we will use with the help of java 8. Okay, new features. So let's come and add, we have already used, right? So and second one is index, at which index you want to add that particular element, right? So let's see, I want to add one more element. So in this particular list al3, let's take for another array list for our methods. So here, and one more thing, you don't need to be code like async with me here. I will push this code at github. Okay, you and mention the link in the description, you will clone it from there. Okay, no issue. So came down, and for same I will say array list and integer method. Okay, new array list, right? Now here, from here we are starting our methods. Okay, so I will want to differentiate here, so I will say, yeah, okay, let's add, I will add some like 1 2 3. Okay, and one more like 4. Okay, and add one more, it is 5. So let, can we print it? Okay, we will say okay, and let's run. So this is a current array list. Now I want to add a element or object at some particular instance, oh sorry, index. Okay, so let's add this, add at index. Which index? I want to add at one index, and what is your element is, I want to add 0. Okay, as you can see 0 is not added. Why it's not added? Let me check once. Okay, why not adding? Okay, yeah, sure. It's my mistake only, I have not printed, so how it could be shown on a console, right? Yeah, now it will be added. So let me add 0 only, so it will be visible, right? So this is before adding and this is after adding at index 1. Okay, got it. So now next is add all. Suppose I want to add this array list which I have add at top al2. So let me add this one. So okay, add collection, I want to add this method, so which is al2. So it will goes at the last of the array list. Same mistake again. Okay, now you can see till here we have our array list, and here we have added al2 to 10 12 14. I hope this is clear to you. Same you can try this one. Okay, add all at index, at which index you want to add this collection, from that index only that whole collection will be added as previous method. Okay, now you want to remove something, then you want to remove one particular object. So let's from here we will start remove. Okay, so let's differentiate with the dash dash dash. Okay, come here now, remove and first object. One thing is here to be noted, before 1.9 you can say new integer and you can pass a integer object there. Okay, but after 1.9 they have deprecated that thing, that particular. I will show you. Okay, so if you say here like I want to remove 0 from this particular list, it is not valid because it will remove your 1 2 3 like 1 2 3 because it's a zeroth index, so it will take as an index. So I want to typecast here like integer. Okay, so now it will remove your 0 again, that same mistake. Yeah, okay, so now your 0 is removed, right? If you do the same thing here, like let me copy these two and yeah, you can remove this one, right? So it will take as an index, right? Yeah, here 1 2 3 and here 1 2 3 not available because it removed, right? So what I have told you, like you have to typecast, either you can use before your 1.9 or 1.8, I don't remember clearly, but it's in 1.9 I think so. So you want to remove 0, you can do like this. Okay, so it will also work, but you, as you can see here, let me zoom it. Yeah, this, right, this is deprecated. Okay, so we will continue with this method. Okay, now came here, remove index, from index we have seen, remove object we have seen, collection, like particular collection object you want to remove, same as this you can remove this also. This is a pretty interesting one, let me show you this one. Okay, you can try this one by yourself. Okay, so let me do one thing. Yeah, empty hatch and remove if their method. Yeah, as you can see, what is going to expect here, that is filter, right? And what is a filter here? If you can know, if you haven't watched that video, I'm just requesting you to go to the playlist to my channel. Okay, and you will found a Java playlist. Inside that Java playlist you have this predicate video. Okay, so this will help you to creating a like predicates and filters and microservices also, and in using like various places in real-time project also. If you are working like daily, it will be so useful for you. So okay, now came here, what the predicate is, it is a boolean valued function. It like the one condition you will pass, it will check and it will give you the true and false. Okay, so let me show you something here. I will write a lambda expression for that. Element lambda expression like element equals to, now which element you want to remove. Let's see, I want to remove 10 from my this and I want to print again. Okay, so empty hd. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, this is the last list and 10 is not available here, right? Because I have removed with the help of the Java 8 feature, that is predicate, and predicate is a functional interface. And what is a functional interface is contain only one abstract method, right? These all things I have like discussed here in all these particular videos. You can just refer once. Okay, you will have good idea, because in future if not working in a microservices like fire setting up predicates and all in routings and all, it will help you. Okay, so now what's the next method? It is here to getting an index. This we have completed, right? Like for getting an index of the object and last index of the object. So let's see, index. Okay, so sysO and match td dot index of, it is index of, I think I have make a, yeah, index of only. So what, the same thing I have to follow, like what you want to know, the index of 12. Okay, So you can say here 12 and same thing typecast. Okay, now print it. And what is a 12 index is 2. Let's suppose I want to add one object here at last, that is 12 only. So now what's the result it will show? Because as you can see here, let me print it again, we have 212. Okay, let's see, we have here 212, one it at index number 2 and one it at index number 4, right? So it is showing only 2. It means it will show you the first occurrence. It will show you, let me write here, first occurrence it will show you. Okay, if I'm doing the spelling mistake, just neglect it. Okay. Yeah, now the second one is last index of. So at it's same like this. Let me copy this and you will say to last index of, it will show you the last index. Okay, and for last index I need to be, yeah, what, give me 12 and, yeah, integer, and can you run it? Yeah, as you can see 2 and 4. Good, cool. We have finished till here. And replace, we have for replacing only one, like set, you can type here whatever you want to set, and here element. So let me do this also, replace. Okay, so you say let's set, and which index I want to set at one index at place of 125, and what you want to set here, let me pass 98. Okay, yeah, save it, run it. Again that same thing, I have to print it, right, 98, right, got it. Okay, now for iterate we have few options here, like iterator and list iterator. We haven't discussed all the that classes and interface. As you have remember, we have collection on top, and child we have like interfaces, list, set and queue and all. So we will discuss one by one. When we go for a like cursor, then I will tell you what is the difference between like enumerator, iterator and list iterator, right? But now just for a sake of understanding, just understand like this, these all are used for getting a object one by one from your collection object. Okay, so let me use this one and you will try this one, anything is fine for me. Okay, so for getting object, okay, and let me put some separator. Okay, yeah, now what we want to do here, iterator and integer, because we have integer type values. Okay, and we say it, and on top of that collection object you want to call this method and just use while. Okay, inside it it dot has next, because we are checking, like here we are getting a iterator object on top of that it like method of this mtsd and collections, right? And we have got this object, and on top of that object we are checking, bro, just tell me we have object or not. So what it will return you, like boolean value, like yeah, you have an object. So what you need to do, just okay, take out that object and print. So for printing, what need to do, it dot next, it will give you the result. So if you don't want to print in line by line, so you can say like this. Okay, so if you can check here, at 24, 98, 12, 14, right? Yeah, these are the same, right? So as same you can go with, right? For now list iterator, Afterward I will tell what is the difference. Okay, for sake of like it will use for getting object one by one. Okay, and for each, let me show you this one also. And okay, go down, and this is for each. Came down to for, and what type of value we have? Integer e, and okay, and say so e. Got it? And you can run it, right? 98, 12 and 14, like this you are running. So do not give this, so it will give you the result in one line. Okay, yeah, let me give one say so here, so it will arrange it. Got it? Okay, clear. Now you can just try this one, or if you want to be, I will try for you in next video. Okay, but I will give you to try this same as like this. You use this for now. Okay, yeah. Now for sorting, if we need to do one thing, for now we have one comparator. Okay, we have two things like comparator and comparable. So we have these two interfaces. So if I want to be for a sorting my that particular collection object, then we have two things, like one is comparable and comparator. Okay, so one is used for default natural sorting order, and another is used for like customized sorting order. Okay, so for now we will use this comparator, and when it will came like in picture in comparator after 2-3 videos, I will explain you in detail which one is used for default natural sorting and which one is used for customizer sorting. Okay, got it? So let's come back, and here we say sorting. So for sorting, I have give my default comparator. So I will say class my comparator and implement, and what it should implement, comparable or comparator. Okay, and it is integer type. Okay, here it is asking me to override unimplemented method. So the best easy way is just came here o1, not 01, o1 dot compare to, okay, and o2. It will arrange your everything. So let's see. For sorting, I will say here empty hd dot sort, okay, and comparator new mycom. Okay, if you not get it, let me just give me 1 second, I will make you explain. Okay, in closing braces, what it is saying, new text is access must qualified allocation test a, white showing an error. Okay, yeah, sorry, I have created that class, inner class, might be error. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, so it's not a proper syntax to creating that, so I have to create it outside the class. So let's come out and print my empty hd. Before, what is the output is 124, 98, 12, 14, 12. Now let's see what's the output will come, right? Came here. Okay, I need one line gap. Okay, just show me the output. Okay, see 12, 12, 14, 98 and 40, 124. Let's suppose you want a reverse order. Okay, you don't want this particular order like this, like in increasing order. I want a decreasing order. So do one thing, 2, 1. Let's see this magic will work or not. It's working, right? 124, 98, 14, 12, 12. Good. Yeah, so what next? It to get sublist from ArrayList. So if you want to get any sublist, just use sublet from which index you want to and to which index. It's just like a string method, right? Java string method like sub string you want. Okay, just try it one yourself. And if you want to convert array, just let's see where I can do. I can say to array here. So thd dot to array. So one more shortcut, let me tell you here. Suppose if you don't want to know, like, sorry, yeah, if you don't know like what this thing will return, what this to array function will return, just click here and control 1, and lot of options will come here. Like, it is a smart IDE. So if you're not taking advantage, then why you are coding in IDE, right? So assign a statement to a new local variable. Okay, so what it will return, now let me show you. It will return an object array, right? That's why it's like automatically assign things to like in object array. Okay, so now you have this array, and as it is, you can traverse it like we are doing in a for each, right? Okay, now this is an array. Let's go. Some other methods you can try, like retain all is empty, it will give your array list is empty and or not. Clear, if you do clear, your array list will be clear. Contain, you can check particular object is not there. Okay, now see, come to the best part, interview questions. So I have explained all these things to you. Now I am pretty sure if you practice this, you are able to answer each and every question by practicing this and by practicing this. Okay, nothing gonna extend or nothing gonna ask beyond this. So come, now let's see each and every question. How to, this I haven't explained, but I will explain, just wait. How to synchronize array list, or how to get synchronized array list. Let me make it proper. So just came and we what is the meaning of synchronized, right? The basic small information is here. The method, all the method present in array list is non-synchronized, right? It not thread safe. It means on top of array list object, multiple thread can get access. That is meaning of non-synchronized, right? So if you want to take a object, so we will say collections and dot synchronized. If you can check here, a lot of method is coming, like synchronized collection, synchronized list, and map and everything, right? So we have this synchronized list. So now if you pass here empty hd, right? Okay, and same thing you can do, one control 1 here, and it assigned to the local variable. Okay, assigned to the local variable, and it will assign to the list. Why it will assign to the synchronized list? Because this method will give you the list, and list is a parent class for array list, and that for, sorry, list is a parent, it is not a parent class, it is an interface. Okay, so let's see here what it is. Okay, it is an interface, so it is a parent for list. And so that is a basic rule of Java core, like parent is capable hold of child object, right? Parent reference is capable for hold. Got it? Now the second thing is, you when you got a list, right, but it is not a array list, but we can now also convert it this to particular array list, no problem. But how can we got that? But you can, in interview you can say like we have collection dot this synchronized list method, this will give you the list. Okay, now that's from this only, from if you answer this question, then okay, we don't have that particular collection list method, array list method, then we have method in collection that return a list, synchronized list, if we passed any collection object. Okay, so that question, next question come in a picture, like what is copy on write array list? Actually, read this, it is a concurrent collection class. Okay, what is a concurrent? One by one allowed, like at a time only one thread allowed. So it is concurrent collection class, it is implemented list interface like array list, vector and linked list. Okay, or you can say this is a definition which I have took from that official documentation. A thread is a safe variant of array list. Okay, so you can say if you want to go for a synchronized array list, you can add this copy on write. I know this name is little weird, okay, but copy on write, as you can say, like copy on write, it means whatever the modification method, like manipulation method, you can call on top of that object, it will create a new object for you. and the operation will perform on that new object. Now you understand that name, right? Copy on write array list. So it is a safe variant of array list in which all mutative operation means the operation which is responsible to modify that particular data inside the array list. So whenever you perform these operations, new array list will be created. Okay, and array list by making the fresh copy of underlying data structure. Got it? What I'm saying, it's correlated to it. So now next question, how to get sublist? I told you just use this method sublist, right? These all the pretty small questions, but I'm damn sure these sometime asked to me from my interviewer, and when you are facing a beginner interviewer, okay, or 1 to 2 year experience, this question to be asked to you also. So what is the difference between length and size? Okay, because you know that length method, when we are using that length method, sorry, it's not length of array and size of array list. Okay, so why I'm writing this question again here? Okay, 6. So when you call at top of that array dot length, what it will give you and what is the meaning of size? So let me show you one thing here. If you can say here syso and empty dot size. Okay, so what will be the output? Let me write something here. The size is, okay, so it will array list size is 5. Okay, it will take you the 5 because as you know how many elements are inside the my array list is 5. Let me create an array here. Okay, so integer, what happened, right? So arr equals to new integer. Okay, and I will give here 5. It's super slow today. Okay, I will give here 5. Now let me add arr one object at index of 0, and I will add here 99, and for index 2 I will add here 1, I will add here 99. So let me print one thing here. So what is arr dot length, right? So as you can check here, it will show you 5, right? And why it's showing 5? Because we have 5 element in our this object, right? Collection object. So now you got it, the difference. Array dot length show you the capacity. What is your capacity of your array object? Integer array. Okay, what is the capacity of integer array? And the size in this array list, this is a method of array list, right? It will give you the size. It means how many elements are in your current object. So some, like, it depends, right? It might be equals to your capacity or it not, right? So it will represent the elements. How this is clear, right? Now when would you use array list and linked list? So we haven't covered this, but let me answer first. If your operation is frequently to inserting a data, okay, then you will go for an array list, linked list. Okay, if your frequent operation is retrieval, because as I have discussed in first lecture or first video, it's implement a random access, right? And random access, what is the functionality of random access? It's a marker interface, and it allows you to access each and every indexed value at a same time cost, right? So we will go, when our retrieval, then we go for an array list. Now some coding questions, how to sort array list, we have do this, right? Just make a comparator. And how to remove a repeat elements. So for this, let me show you. Remove a string object from array which have length 4, okay, and customize the array list. This is a pretty important question. I will cover this in separate video. Okay, let me show you these two. Okay, how to remove repeat element and how to. So I will use all the utilities of collection to remove this. Okay, so let me create this. When I am just a second, mtdh, we have any duplicates here? Yeah, we have 12. So as you can see, I'm using set here, okay, and integer, and s equals to new hash set, and I will pass mtdh. So it's a property of hash set, like it will remove all the duplicates, and after the setting that I will use again array list, okay, an integer, and I will say L equals to new array list, okay. Yeah, why it's coming down on again? So I will pass again this s, okay, and here I will give generic, okay. Now see, oh, integer, okay, let's print this. Now as you can see, 12 is removed from this particular list, right? So what I am doing here, I pass this object in s. Yeah, I know this is costly operation, but we can satisfy the answer, and we can not use this utilities and all the methods and constructor. We can do code also, so we can remove that also. But if I do code in this particular video, it will so long video, so we will take in another video for that, okay. And for removing a string object from array list, okay, which are length, and it means I have to create one string array list. Let me show you. String and ls new array list of a string, right? Let me add something here. So I will say ls dot add AA, same thing, and here AKU, anything random value I'm adding, okay. So what the question says, just remove the like match a fourth length, okay. The length is 4, so this is a 4, right, and this is a 4. So let me remove this. So ls dot remove if, again that same thing, right, where it is, remove it, and I need to pass a element equals to dot length, okay, equals to 4, right, and it will remove, and let me print that, okay, and I will print ls. So let me show you, okay. Yeah, as you can see, before removing, let me print this so you have clear picture in mind, okay. ls before removing, right, AA, AKU, AKAD, and these are the 4 matching strings, right, length 4. Now this is a string, so we have done this pretty cool in easy manner, that is Java 8. Actually this is a fun, like makes a lot of things so easy. Yeah, and this is a long question, we will do in some other video, okay. Now I think you are a bit confident and you will answer a lot of questions. Now if you have any questions which ask in interview, yeah, do share of experience and comment down, okay. I'm happy to listen, and if you have any question, just comment down, I'm happy to answer. If you learn something from this video, just do subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, please hit the like button, and I will see you in next video. Till then, take care, see you, bye bye.